Hey YouTube and Warframe community, it's Camping for Life 525 doing another video. I've been doing a little wordplay with how I talk in my videos lately because I didn't know about scripts. I realized you can't just go willy-nilly in a video and not talk about stuff, but we're actually going to be doing a modding tutorial on weapons, elements, and everything else. I'll admit, I'm a little recording shy. I've never actually done something like this, but with most things, so you have staple mods for weapons. Something that you always need on a weapon when, like, so you have multi-shot, gun CO, right? The galvanized mod. You have crit chance. You don't need that for everything. Not everything needs gun CO. And then, you have amps that can do really good damage if you have the right setup. So I was gonna, think about just talking about each element here and there in a funny little ranty way, but it's not me. I am actually just gonna show as I am doing this right now that, heat damage uh is a really good elemental type. It's just some people they don't use it to its fullest potential, in my opinion. I'm not belittling your builds or anything. I'm not, talking crap about you, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many secret builds out there that was a actual build that I run for random stuff, but there are builds so secretive from the Warframe community, right? That they don't even want them getting out there. There's a lot. I actually know a few, but we don't really talk about those because, well, they're just absolutely broken, and my build style is towards everything. And I know people are going to say, how can you build your builds towards everything when every Warframes kit is different? I am a small creator. I plan on making universal builds for everything, so naturally I'll have casting speed universal builds, range universal builds, vice versa, right? So with weapons, you have to figure out, are you a basic bitch and love crit chance, or do you love status chance, or the secret middle area that no one ever runs is the hybrids? Because hybrid weapons are the best in this game because you have the diversity of status chance and crit chance. Crit chance is wonderful for a lot of weapons, but you don't need it. It's like with certain setups, you could run shield gating, right? Shield gating is wonderful. I don't use shield gating. I prefer rolling guard just because, you could roll, and after a few seconds, if you have shield regen on, you could literally get your shields back. But there's multiple setups, like catalyzing shields as an example. Most people don't like that mod, but there's actually a build for that mod that could basically almost give you immortality. If you just need pillage, right? If you run pillage with it, you could do that. But the other thing is, so fall off is a thing. So there are strong weapons, but some of the strongest weapons in the entire game have very low fall off. So you would have to get close and personal with them to literally do good damage. Unless, you're using something that has high range. Even melees, they have follow through. You won't hit an enemy and do the same damage to the enemies that are next to them. There's a few ways to bypass that, actually. Like, influence, because it's the most broken thing in the game, and I have so many setups for that thing that I'm going to be putting out. It's going to change the whole influence community. I hope that my builds get some recognition in the Warframe community, because I've had them for a long time, a very long time. This Influence armor strip build, I made that when Influence came out. When Influence came out, I made that. That is one of my pride and joys. And then with elemental bonuses, right? You have elemental bonuses. Here's the shtick. Corrosive is for armor. Cold and puncture are in a weird position. Okay, so you can't get the bonus crit and crit damage multiplier from puncture, but you can at the same time. It's weird. It's really weird, and I actually lost the script for that one, so you could look it up if you want to, but I'm sorry for making y'all look it up and stuff. But puncture is really good with cold, and you could do some nasty things with puncture and cold. And then, you know, heat is, you got single elements. You got heat, cold, toxin, and electric, right? Those are base elements. They all function, you know, really good. And then slash is another one that you could consider. Those, all the elements, they all serve a purpose. Electric is for corpus. Toxin is for corpus. There's different kinds of health. So you have gas health, toxin health, viral health. You have different kinds of setups for it, that it's different kinds of multipliers. And then, you know, the crit chance for certain setups, that varies for very different weapons. So this is, you know, my universal builds, they work mostly on almost everything. I have a friend who helps me test them because I don't like Cascade and Disruption. I can't stand them. I am an endurance player. I like no life in survivals for a long time. Like back in the Warframe day, you couldn't say you did a level cap run unless you did a long run, like almost the whole day, like before Steel Path and all the other stuff, right? You had all this stuff that could change everything, but the game's, I have a mixed feeling for the game right now. Like, I love all the setups that people put out. They do inspire some of my builds. Like, I watch a lot of YouTubers because I like getting inspired too, but some of the builds are just so basic. If you look through a lot of stuff, watch every Wrathful Advance video for the helmet. You'll see the same shebang. Like, there's nothing new for it. And I'm actually working on a universal crit build, and that might be my next video. I don't know. It might be. But you have here, I'll give y'all a little secret that I have. Alright, so no one even talks about focus schools, really. So focus schools are their own category in their own right. And you could change how they are in the game for your playstyle. So me, personally, I love Vazarin too much. I grew up on Vazarin my entire life. Why use a damage multiplier when you're doing enough damage, right? I mean, but big damage doesn't mean best outcome. That's the thing that I had a big problem with back in the day. Like, way back in the old days of Warframe. That was really old back then. When Nitane was a pain to get. When you had to put arcanes on signed Donnas. Oh yeah, what y'all know about that? What y'all know about fusing an arcane and a signed Donna? Oh, those were different times back then. And then, you know, Nitane alerts where you could only get about a few every couple weeks. It's not great now, but you could sure as heck get a lot more now than you could way back in the old Warframe days. But I don't know. I miss old Warframe because it inspired good tactical ways to change things. So, back in the old days, I mained stamina builds because heavy weapons took a lot of stamina, and I loved me big sword. Yes, basic. Everyone loved big sword. But big weapons used a lot of stamina back in the day. Like, a lot. You wouldn't be able to freaking move if you used too much stamina. It was terrible. But, I mean, Coptering happened with the Zorus, and we got bullet jumping. Yay! That's the cool part about it all. But, I don't know. I'll have to say, it felt great describing a lot of things. And I actually have people that really love the setups that I'm putting out. And that's the only thing I want. I'm not doing this to become famous. If it happens, it happens. But I personally, so Bane mods, they're not talked about a lot. Bane mods are so great, but Galvanize, Savvy, and Shotgun Elemental, the Elementalist mods. So those mods stacked with certain elements, it hits great damage. Really good damage compared to, like, everything else. So the other thing is that you gotta take into consideration most status chance builds, fire rate is their best friend. Fire rate is one of the best things for those. And then, you could change how you do everything with companions now. They literally changed the whole game for them. And I know this is a lucrative comment, but I don't think Tal is going to be good. Personally, I think it's just going to have like a few legendary arcanes that everyone wants, and that's going to be the only thing that keeps people coming. And the new frame, that's going to be awesome, right? But let's not, talk about the elephant in the room, right? How is it going to work? Like, are we breaking out the segment of normal frames? Because it said Chimera frame, right? How are you going to give us a Chimera frame? And I think it would be better if we left the actual origin system. And I know, major spoiler with Tao, but I'm pretty sure everyone watched TennoCon. But I'm sorry if I did spoil that. But I think it's just going to be a cash grab. They don't even care about bugs in this game. There's a lot of them. Like, a lot of bugs that need to be fixed. Like, this isn't a bug. But they won't let you have an unlimited amount of trades due to the reason they don't want their platinum market to die. So, think about it. Why do you think you're set to an amount of trades, right? You could only do trades in the sense of it's you hit your trade cap, right? I can't trade anymore. I gotta wait 24 hours, right? Nah, they don't want people making too much platinum and changing the whole market. Because they can. They could change the whole market and everything. And we could see Warframe nerf the price of arcanes because they want it to. They didn't want Energize to stay forever. They made Ember have a better rework and somehow her price dropped substantially. I mean, I'm talking big. But we're probably gonna actually bounce soon. I'll be going at probably the 20-minute mark. I think I've actually ranted enough in this video. It's just to let you watch and understand certain things. I'm not the greatest at the talking part, though. I'll admit, I suck at it. I'll admit, it took me a lot of courage to even talk this long. It just, to me, doesn't feel right talking to myself. Have you ever just stared in your room and was like, hey, how you doing? Let's look back on. I'm kidding. But basically, I just want to push this out. I'll admit, I was very scared. I was going to do a bunch of funny things and say a bunch of funny lines and everything, but I chose not to just because. But I'm really happy that I gained the courage to put this out here. It really feels good how many people we've gotten into the Camping for Life community. Like, it puts a big smile on my face, y'all, that you actually see my passion and my dream for the Warframe community. And trust, I will be putting a lot of good videos out there. I will try my best to even make builds for you, the viewers. If you want, leave comments if you want a build video done, or me giving an explicit conversation like, hey, you like doing this, right? Give me a spreadsheet real quick. What are your favorite missions, right? Do you like playing defense, survival, cascade? That awful game mode makes my freaking throat dry out. Can't stand it. But whatever mode you like, right? Whatever mode you like, I could work behind the subject of it. Like, we could say you like defense, right? And you like playing a attacker frame. So you're a Saren main, right? Saren does a lot of AoE and she could kill a lot of stuff. Between Saren and Clairvaux, right? So you could do that, and you could make a build for, okay, your favorite weapons are secondaries. So I'll make a universal secondary build for you that you could put on everything. Instead of, oh, I gotta run this build, that build. How am I gonna do this? Who knows? Because they don't give great instructions. They really don't. It's terrible how the Warframe community is. I don't know why my mic's acting weird. I'm sorry if y'all heard a few scratches and stuff too. I really am. But thank you, everyone, for the views, for the joy that you are giving me every morning. I really am happy that I could be doing this with y'all. I'm not the greatest at a lot of things, I'll admit. Like, everyone has their strong suits. I can make builds like this, right? I'm not the best player, I'll admit it. I've kind of terrible at some points. I was carried most of my life, actually, in this game. Every build I got was from someone else, and I did not like that. Now, when it came to synergistic builds, those, I kind of had a few good concepts for them, right? But a good concept is as far as you can make it go. There's certain setups that just can't do enough. And right, my setups aren't supposed to do everything. Like the universal agility build I made. Bust that out in a level cap survival. I'll give you props. I'll literally tip my hat to you. But I'm actually about to go soon. I'm trying to figure out if I need to say anything else before I go. You might see me back in a little bit before the end of the video. If you do, it might be the last 10 minutes. If not, I'll see y'all in the next video. But the other thing is, I really do have a dream with this. I'm gonna try and push it out there and see if it starts something. I feel like I'm starting something right now with the few people that are in my community. But stay blessed, everyone. It was a pleasure seeing y'all again. And really, for real, if you have a build idea that you want me to help you make, you could message me on Discord. if you want. All right, I'll even put you in the Camping for Life group. Just the only thing is, please don't be a kid. Like, there's a lot of children that play this game. I will spread wisdom onto the Warframe community, but not be friends with a child. I can't do that. It's weird in my book. Uh, I'll help a lot of people. I even helped a MR2 kid who was 14 years old. I got him every corrupted mod and was like, hey, I'm happy that I helped you farm all these, but I can't be friends with you. And I really wish they made it so you could filter out who you play with, because I don't want to be playing with children. But that's just me, and I understand the legality and all that. You know, you got weird people that would probably try and take advantage of that system, right? But we aren't gonna go into that. But you could still message me. I won't add you if you are. That's the only thing. So if you do want to message me, just don't tell me how old you are, and unmessage me after that, because to me, I'm 28 years old. I don't want to be talking to someone's child. But I'll admit, I was a kid when I started this game, but it didn't have all of the crazy stuff it has now. That is all I will say. But I'll probably see y'all at the last 10 minutes of the video. Enjoy the stuff that I recorded, that I'm showing off. And I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all at the last 10 minutes. Hey everyone, I just coming back here and everything. Truly want to say thank you to you all and have a blessed day. And thank you for helping the channel grow. Thank you so much. And thank you so much if you made it here from watching the whole video. And have a blessed day, everyone. I really, truly am thankful for all the stuff we're putting out in the Warframe community. And I know it might probably already exist, but I still want to do this as my dream and passion. And I hope everyone has a good day, night, whatever time it is for you, and whatever you're doing. Peace out.